The North Koreans tested another missile after a 2-month hiatus. We forgot that the North Koreans were even around. They keep testing longer and longer missiles. Actually, the missiles are the same size, but they hit harder trajectories. They can actually hit Washington, D.C. If they were really focused on it, they're not. Look, what the North Koreans are working on right now is showing publicly greater deterrent capability. And once they do that, they've already made pretty clear to the Chinese in talks and to the South Koreans that they would like to engage in diplomacy. The question is going to be, is Trump up for it? The big thing is Olympics in South Korea coming soon, and the South Koreans would love a North Korean delegation. I think there's an opening for talks right now, but it's possible the Americans are going to be on the wrong side of the Chinese, the South Koreans, and the North Koreans. That is what you should be really watching for over the next couple months. And finally, I don't talk much about Trump's tweets, but in this case I'm making an exception. 3 retweets of videos promoted by an ultra-right nationalist British organization depicting Islamic violence against non-Muslims led to big backlash from the UK Prime Minister and other governments in Europe, but that's not the most important point. The most important point is it displays that Muslims are increasingly not welcome in the United States. It means that Muslims are much less likely that live in the United States to work with counter-terrorist organizations, with their local police, to help deal with a terrorist threat, something that the Europeans have never gotten much cooperation on, but the Americans have. That's a problem for U.S. security. It's also a problem because if you're a high-talent individual of Muslim religion, then you're much less likely to want to live in the United States in that kind of a political environment. So it's a security problem, it's an economic problem too. The other side of the coin, of course, is that politically it works pretty well for Trump's base, and that's why I think you're going to see him only escalate it going forward.